yourself. Come along, I'll take you there. It was dusk, and the sun bled red over the city in Thailand as chairman brought me a sparkling water. A delicate, handsome, lovely young girl. But war is folly, and we can only unite by visiting these epochs of culture, where a man can be himself, smoke cigarettes.
Hey, get your hands off of me! Young bucket!
It was dusk, and the sun bled red over the city in Thailand as chairman brought me a sparkling water. A delicate.
Raise up, dude! I got a heart condition!
Upon the journey with enormous men who taste the wonderful German's wurst. The world is full of incredible things, and you can discover them for yourself. Come along, I'll take you there. It was dusk, and the sun bled red over the city in Thailand as chairman brought me a sparkling water. Delicate, handsome, lovely young boy. But war is folly, and we can only unite by visiting these epochs of culture, where a man can be himself, smoke cigarettes, dress in gladiator clothing if he likes. We mustn't force our way in culture on our peoples. Rather, lead it to come to heart.
Are you mentally
Maybe Hemingway was right about love. Maybe Ford. We're all fighting inside to let the wild amateur nature. I travel, therefore I am. This is a show that embraces culture from around the world and its diverse people.
Yeah, I totally agree with you about Australia. Holy shit.
Caller, hello.
Yeah, I totally agree with you about Australia. And you're right, holy shit. Also, thinking of visiting Colombia.
A hot dog from an uncaring vendor by and then you can attend a big... World travel, and this is the one. We're discussing the world and all its many pleasures. Let me put it like this. I have a hot dog from an uncaring vendor by and you can attend a beer Disney marathon in Germany with enormous men and taste the wonderful German's wurst. The world is full of incredible things, and you can discover them for yourself. Come along, I'll take you there. It was dusk, and the sun bled red over the city in Thailand as chairman brought me a sparkling water. Delicate, handsome, lovely young boy. War is folly, and we can only unite by visiting these epochs of culture, where a man can be himself, smoke cigarettes, dress in gladiator clothing if he likes. We mustn't force our way in culture upon other peoples. Rather, lead it in, become part of it. Maybe Hemingway was right about love. By visiting these epochs of culture, But a man can be himself, smoke cigarettes, dress in gladiator clothing and gloves. We mustn't force our way of culture upon other people's. Rather, lead it in, become part of it. Maybe Hemingway was right about love. Maybe Ford was. We're all fighting inside to let a wild creature mate. I travel, therefore I am. This is a show that embraces culture from around the world. Let's take our first break.
Yeah, I totally agree with you about Australia. And you're right. Holy shit. Thinking of visiting Colombia. Do you have any recommendations?
Oh, yes, fantastic forms of recreation we have in Colombia. It's a blizzard of excitement. And cheap. The rails are great. Lord. Bolivia's not bad either. Or Peru. You'll be surprised to find out how the party never stops.
How's the food?
Well, a lighter is the most you need to cook up food. But there's scarcely time to eat, my boy. You'll meet fascinating people, feel so comfortable, you'll rip your clothes off and howl for days. Next caller.
Yeah, hi. My name's Geraldine, calling from Kansas City. This is such a great country. Why would you go anywhere else? It's unpatriotic to travel. I mean, I got war, famine, depression, and pollution right here on my doorstep. And parents, don't let kids go around after college. They'll come back with ludicrous misconceptions about healthcare, charity, and civilization. Europe is not the real world. This is.
Well, I love to slum about in the dirty as much as the next man. Sometimes more. But I have to agree, Europe is overrated. Eastern Europe was good for a few years after the wall came down. Even there, the police are too strict. You just can't let your hair down. There are far more unexplored pleasures to be had in the Far East. Next caller, you're on the wild trail.
Hey, I've been listening to you go on and on about traveling.
Ain't nobody can tell me when to hit the job.
Famine, depression, and pollution right here on my doorstep. And parents, don't let kids Euro-rail after college. They'll come back with ludicrous misconceptions about healthcare, charity, and civilization. Europe is not the real world. This is.
I love to slum about I have to agree, Europe is overrated. Eastern Europe was good for a few years after the wall came down, but even there the police are too strict. You just can't let your hair down. There are far more unexplored pleasures to be had in the Far East. Next caller, you're on the wild trail.
Hey, I've been listening to you go on and on about traveling. You know how expensive it is outside of Asia? Russia's probably right. They're all coming here to set up time things.
Can anybody in this state
South
drive?
America, everyone went to states there. They have more culture there than the contents of my toilet bowl. Rainforest, main forest. In Mexico, I wanted to be that close to my ancient ancestors, I'd be banging my mother-in-law instead of my wife's best friend.
Look, we can fight like beasts or agree to disagree.
Grocery piece of shit. Sorry.
Wild
Groceries for
creature
farmers.
mate in the rain. I travel, therefore I am. This is a show that embraces culture from around the world. Let's take our first caller. Hello.
Yeah, I totally agree with you.